Hey there, welcome to TYT Sports RotoWire. I'm Heather Ankeny alongside Chris Liss, Jason Rubin. Games of the week. How about that Philly-Arizona game? Both teams only one loss heading into this, and then...
Well, it wasn't that well played of a game for most of the game. It was kind of ugly and junky and sloppy, right?
Right.
I just have a funny story about this.
What?
There was on the drive with 17 all, and Philly's driving to get the go-ahead field goal. And on that drive, LeSean McCoy gets tackled from behind, and I think the guy grabbed his jersey and pulled him down. Yeah. And they called it a horse collar, and it just wasn't a horse collar.
It grabs about like the number.
Right. The refs, what they do is they do things on circumstantial evidence. They see a guy go backwards and they think, oh, he must have been pulled down that way.
Right.
But if you don't see it, don't call it. Circumstantial evidence is not a basis for making a call, and it's better to miss a call than to make a call.
Yeah, but sometimes they see it like maybe by the side, and then it looked like a horse collar.
But they didn't see a horse collar.
But then they'd have to be like right behind him.
Right. So they're basically, so commit a sin of omission, not commission. And basically they called it. So I wrote, not a horse collar. And the guy tweeted me and Mike Pereira, you know the guy they go to? And said, at Mike Pereira, that's BS, what a BS call. I don't know if they got Mike Pereira on. And Mike Pereira immediately tweets back aggressively, like, I don't know what the hell game you're watching, or something like that, right? And I thought that was awesome. Like, he just got
you're in it, and you're in that tweet?
I'm like in the tweet. I'm in like this tweet. And it's like, he just got right after it, like some random guy, you know?
Right.
But I think he's wrong. I was like, well, maybe he saw some angle that I didn't see. But I'm telling you, it was just like he grabbed his jersey.
By the jersey.
And the refs do this all the time. Two guys will get tangled up, one will slip, they'll call pass interference, and you look at the replay, and it's not pass interference, it's circumstantial. They didn't actually witness the infraction. They witnessed stuff that looked like it might be an infraction, and that is one of my biggest beefs with referees, is not calling. Anyway, they get down, right? Obviously we know what happened. Now 4th and 1 at the 1, you kick that field goal or you go for the touchdown if you're Philly. It's a tie game.
How many minutes were left?
2, but Arizona had 3 timeouts.
Play to win.
Touchdown.
Well,
the field goal gives you the lead too.
It does, but
I kicked the field
play
goal.
with some balls.
Yeah, I agree.
A tie game.
I think you should have gone for it, but it's not a no-brainer. It's a close. If you do the math, I think it's close. I think the touchdown wins, but I don't know the exact math, so I don't want to 100%. Okay, so then obviously,
But that's like, do you trust your defense or to be able to stop
no,
Arizona and Carson Palmer? Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Get the yard, get the touchdown, make it so you can't lose, and you'll probably win.
Right.
Anyway, the crazy thing was Philly, and I kind of like what they did. It was like 3rd or 4th down or whatever, 3rd and 5, and they didn't want Arizona to keep driving. They had 2 minutes, 3 timeouts. They had plenty of time to tie or get down there. And what a throw and catch! You know, I mean, it was. He almost fell. It was so perfectly leading him, and he just John Brown. So.
Unreal.
Unbelievable. I think one of the interesting stats of the game was that, at least crossing to a different game, the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger had 511 yards, and Nick Foles had 511 pass attempts.
Right.
I think he finished with 62 pass attempts, which is
he did
throwing the
62
ball
pass attempts.
And I wanted to ask you, at least, when it comes to LeSean McCoy, your quarterback. Foles is a good quarterback. We kind of passed the eye test. We figured that out last year. His touchdown interception rate was comfortably
last year.
safe.
He's not that good.
But he's not exactly. Defenses started figuring him out more. But 62 pass attempts, and you have supposedly the best rusher on your team. Why not give the ball to McCoy more in general?
McCoy did catch a lot of those passes.
The Eagles' offense has not found a rhythm this year. They've connected on big plays. They've got a lot of weird defensive special team scores, but the offense is not crisp. There's not like McCoy for 8, McCoy for 6, McCoy for 7.
He's averaging
screen pass to Sproles for 11.
Rush.
14
and
yard pass to
Sproles
Mankewicz.
is out of that game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying they don't have that crisp rhythm offense that you like to see. Like Peyton, when they get in the rhythm, it's like 8 yards here, 12 yards here, 20 yards here.
It's like a machine. It looks like a machine.
It's a well-oiled machine, especially with Ronnie Hillman in,
right.
And who's running for 8, 10 yards, pop at times. But when a lot of this is the penalties, man. It's killing the rhythm of these teams. It's like holding this, that. It just drives me nuts. It's partly that, and it's partly they haven't run blocked well. They had some offensive line injuries. And so when you're not in a rhythm, it's hard to run the ball because what happens is you end up running into the line at 2nd and 7, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, whatever. And then the defense knows you're passing, and it's not good, right? So they're just kind of scrapping it. This is why Nick Foles, not a great real-life quarterback, it looks like. Last year it did look like. Is it going to be a great fantasy quarterback? I mean, 62 attempts. If you get 6 yards an attempt, which is terrible, you're already at 372. Right? And so it's easy. And obviously Macklin is like one of those T.Y. Hilton, Antonio Brown. He's one of those little guys who's everywhere, and if he gets his hands on it, he's hauling it in. So
literally everywhere, crashing into tables everywhere.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that ball in Arizona, Floyd just is with Carson Palmer back. Fitzgerald looked like the Fitzgerald of old. and Michael Floyd was just a ghost.
Well, it was weird because on a play early in the first half, it was a long ball and out of bounds. I don't know if he dropped it or almost caught it or caught out of bounds. And then he pulled up and grabbed his leg.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And then he was kind of, I don't know if that was why they didn't target him and he didn't do anything. He didn't leave the game. He was back in there. But I don't know if he was playing hurt. So we're going to have to see this week. But Michael Floyd, if he's available where someone sours and drops him, pick him up. His talent is.
Do you believe in Fitzgerald going forward, though? I mean, 7 for 160.
I love the way that's framed. Believe in, yes, I believe in him.
But a lot of people don't. I mean, a lot of people we're dropping Tom Brady.
I believe that he exists. Is what you were asking me. But I don't.
You're so literal.
I know. I like to take some things literally sometimes.
Do you believe in Larry Fitzgerald for as a fantasy wideout going forward?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
No. I mean, he'll get his. He's old and slow. He did have that big play, but I think he's going to get. He's going to get 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns or 8 touchdowns. He's not going to be the Larry Fitzgerald of 5 years ago. He's going to be, what Torrey Smith was supposed to be this year. Ends up. You can live with that. Yeah.
Do you want Fitz or Floyd going forward for Arizona, with Carson at the helm?
If I'm 3-5, I want Floyd. If I'm 6-1, maybe I may it's the other way. The point is, Fitzgerald you can count on for something. Floyd is the guy who could be a star in the second half.
Got it. So if you're playing to win,
it depends.
You want Floyd.
Right, but it depends on how your other team is, the rest of your team.